Well, a Indie World Showcase happened today, so I'm going to do a discussion on it. I'm Auckland. If you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button, like button also, share with friends who don't mind. Also, please comment, ask me a question, or comment in general. I'll do my best to answer them. Also, if you don't mind, hit the notification bell down below, and you will be notified when I go live or upload another video. And if you want to become a fan of me, Auckland, then subscribe to the channel, and you will become a fan. I hope so. Alright. Indie World is exactly what the title is. Indie games. Now, some of the indie games are like AAA titles. I didn't really see any of those here today except for one that is loved by fans, and it's a sequel, pretty much a prequel actually, to be honest. And a lot of people's are very excited about it, and it's releasing today. It may already be out, but let's get to it before we get to that game. First game is Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. Yes, I did. Cyberfunk. That's the title of the game. All right, it's a adventure grind. Like you can grind on not necessarily poles, but like rails, like you're skateboarding. So if you're not skateboarding, you can paint graffiti. It's an awesome looking art style game. It reminds me of another game that came out years ago on the original Xbox. I just cannot think of the title of the game right now, but I can see it in my head. I just can't think of the title right now. But the game has got customization of all kinds of stuff. And it's coming out in 2022. It looks pretty cool. Next is Toem. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. It's Toem. So yeah, a photo adventure. The art style was black and white. I don't think it's really a game for me, but you never know. It's an adventure where you go around taking pictures, and you're helping people out by taking pictures, and you're doing some events with taking pictures. I don't know. I don't think it's for me. It's coming out fall of this year, 2021. Next is Loop Hero. It's an RPG, old school style graphics. It's coming out this holiday, 2021. I just don't like games like that all that much. Next is Far Changing Tides. It's a sequel. Did not even know this. I think the sequel was called Far Alone or Far something. I don't know. But it's a puzzle adventure side scroller. It's coming out early 2022. It looked interesting. The first one needs to come out to Switch too. Most likely, I haven't done no research on it whatsoever, but I'm guessing the first one was probably a PC game or something like that. That would be my guess. So hopefully the first one will come to Switch as well someday, because that looked pretty cool. But it's a prequel to the first game. Next is Necro Barista. I think I pronounced it correctly. Necro Barista. Final Pour. It looks like it almost looked like a novel game, but then it had some adventure first person mode adventure mechanics to it. There's a new mode in this game. Apparently this is a series, I think, because the new mode in this game is to create your own dialogue and stories. The art style kind of look like anime. It's out later today, or probably out now, because this showcased was earlier this morning. I didn't know about this. Alright, next is Garden Story. It's an adventure game. I believe you play as an octopus or a squid, and it's out today. So it looked interesting. It's like you play as that character. You're walking around in some kind of island or something. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, it looked interesting. I'm not so sure if it's for me or not. Next is Boyfriend Dungeon. I think we had another game that was called Girlfriend Dungeon or something. I don't know. I might be wrong, but it sounds familiar. But this is Boyfriend Dungeon, out later today or maybe out now. It's a dungeon crawling dating simulator. Okay, I don't know. Not so sure about that. I don't know. All right, next is the game that I was talking about. Man, my nose. Good grief. Axiom Verge 2 is out later today, or it might be out now. It's old school style graphics, side scroller, and it's a prequel to the first Axiom Verge. So Axiom Verge 2 is finally out. A lot of people have been excited about the game. A lot of people love the game of the first one. I never got a chance to play it yet. I know it's out physically and digital. Hopefully, part 2 will be the same way as well, hopefully. Next is Shovel Knight, but they're going with a different route with this title, Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon. It looks a lot like Tetris, and it also an adventure game because it's an action-adventure puzzler dungeon crawler. It's coming out this holiday, 2021. Next is Islanders Console Edition. It's a builder game. Out later today, out now probably. Not a game for me. I know a lot of people love games like that, but I don't. Sorry. Alright, next is a series that's been around for a long time. It's been known as a side-scrolling series, but now, with this title, it's different. Metal Slugs Tactics. It's coming out in 2022. It's going to play a lot like Fire Emblem, so it's strategy and all that stuff. So, if you're a fan of Metal Slugs, and you like games like this, then maybe Metal Slugs Tactics will be for you. I would love to get into the original series, but I'm not into tactic games all that much, so there you go. Next is Tetris Effect Connected. Now, the title may sound familiar to you, Tetris Effect. Didn't that come out on PlayStation VR? Yes, it did. But this is Tetris Effect Connected, because there's a mode in the game where you can connect with people, or connect. I didn't completely understand it, but there's a portion in the gameplay where you have these 3 columns, and you can connect them and all that stuff. It looked interesting. October 8th, 2021 is Tetris. So if you love Tetris, then you'll love Tetris Effect Connected, because you will now be connected, apparently. Alright, next is Astroneer, I guess. It looked like a action-adventure game. We can drive around in this dune buggy looking thing, and it all takes place in space. You also play as a character, a spaceman, I guess. You walk around. It looked, maybe it might be good. January 2022. Next is 100 Days Wine Making Simulator. Okay. Holiday 2021. Not for me. Next is Slime Rancher. And if you know about the series, I think the series has been around for a little while. I think there's a Slime Rancher 1 and 2, I think, on Xbox, I think. And I don't know, this might be the first one, I guess, but it's Slime Rancher PLORTABLB Edition. Plartable Edition? I don't know if I'm saying it right or not, but it's out later today, or might be out now. It is a shooter, and you suck up these cute looking things, and you shoot them out, and you play games with them. So it's a shooter, but it's also something else as well. Lumberjack. Very creative with that title. It looks like you play as a lumberjack, but you're a bear. And that's an action-adventure 2022 for that one. Curious Expedition 2. It looked like an RPG with old school style graphics, is out later today or might be out now. Next is Gang Beast. I've heard another YouTuber talk about Gang Beast before. It's a popular game that was released years ago. I guess they're bringing it back. Fall 2021. Now, there's been some games released out on Switch before with these wiggle effects, I guess is what I'm gonna call them, where you play as a character, and the character like wiggles around real silly. It looks very silly, but it also looks a lot of fun. Might be some online play or multiplayer playing or something. It looked like it might be a lot of fun. I'm trying to remember the game that it looks like. I think the other game I'm thinking about had Fall in the title. It was released for Switch. I just can't think of the rest of the title right now. The next game is the last game. Apparently, a lot of people are waiting on this game. I've never heard of it. Eastward is finally going to be released. September 16th, 2021. Pre-orders start today on the Nintendo Switch eShop. It looked like a RPG, or it might have been some more different style mechanics in it. It looked like it had a cyberpunk style elements to it. It looked like it was set in the future. It looked interesting, but I don't know if it would be for me or not. But there you go. So that's the Indie World Showcase for today, which is August 11th, 2021. My discussion of it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much. Alright, bye.